Hacker man! I hacked the raid. I'm in the database. I'm taking the FBI down.
God. Oh my God. Anyway, thanks for my community for being here. I mean, my community are very used to this happening to me. So this is like standard stream for me.
See, my community's only seen me nail it from the start. No, that's not true.
I mean, that first
it's been a
stream-
disaster.
Your first stream was like my 180th stream that I just did right now. So
Dude, my first stream was in 540p.
it was so good though. It was kind of like intentional, which it looked like you were doing it intentionally. You
No,
were,
it was
but
not.
it didn't matter. It didn't matter.
Hey, everyone, jump in that raid. We got 37 ready to go. We got 78 still in chat. Jump in the raid. You're not gonna miss
Jump
anything.
in the raid.
I'm gonna be on missions, so we'll be here.
Yeah. We'll be here. We're doing the same thing, except slightly more tech difficulties.
33. That's less than we had.
Oh God.
All right.
There's maybe
Three got cold feet. Everyone jump in that.
Why? Why with the more yelling? Ash wants more yelling.
Am I yelling?
No, me. It's definitely me.
All right. Well, here we come. Here we come, Michelle.
All right. This is good. This is like 34. Let's go. Cowboy Bebop. Welcome to the crew. Thank you for joining. Thanks. Hi, Raiders. Thanks for being so patient with me. What up, Mados? What up, Libosaurus? PJRFMN. What up, Stubbsies? G'day, SOD, Jack. How is everybody going? Thanks for hanging out with us. Burrito Incognito. Genocide. That's quite the name. It's like a gaming name, isn't it? Like
sure. Let's say it is.
Super edgy.
Why not?
What up, Cherie? Sly Dog Boogie's in the chat, guys. Fugly from birth. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for joining us. Catoclism. Girl from a rock show. Nice to see you, Jade. Hi,
Your
everybody.
chat from this end. Hell yeah.
Yeah, you can just chill. Like, you don't have to say anything. You can just be like, Macavella, Rolling Tones, X Crivel. Guys, thank you so much. Thank you for the subby. Sly Dog Boogie, super appreciate it. Yeah, look, guys, if you Michelle sounds way better over here. That's good. Oh my God, Dad's like Butter's just rated with a party at 12 as well. It's a party in here, guys. Butter is from the Collective. That's my Twitch fam. Shout out to the Collective. If one of my mods can give the Collective a shout out. Do we have the same chair, Seth? I feel like we've got the same streaming chair. Soy's here from the Collective as well. And I'm playing Soy's music on stream. If you're wondering what that amazing music is, that is Soy is Real. So drop him a follow as well. We're going to get into, he hates his chair. He probably wants one of those sick gaming chairs though, Matt. Like, yeah, mine is fine. But I don't know, maybe, I don't know, my chair's fine. Is yours as flaky as his?
Yeah, mine's flaking
I don't know.
off.
Mine's not flaky. Mackie, bestie, how are you? So good to see you, bestie best. My chair's fine. I've had it for like a year. Where did you get it from? Did you get it from?
You want to see my chair?
Office? Yeah.
You want to have a look?
Thank you to all the new follows as well, guys. This is awesome. Show me what is happening with you. My photo book is... Oh my God! Mine is definitely not like that. My book is for sale. You can get it on my website. The link is underneath. There's all my links down there. So I think there is actually, I think I've got a command. Because, you know, I have been streaming for a year and it took me so long to get shit like this sorted. But there you go. There's a merch command. You can get my book on my website. So especially around the scrotum area. Oh my God. Thank you to all the follows, guys. You just bought a copy this morning. You're a legend. Someone just messaged me and said that they bought one a month ago and they still haven't got it. So Probably need to get onto that soon. Guys, there we go. There's my book. Oh my God. Seth, you have a copy. Did I sign it? Hopefully I signed it. Is there a reason you're not speaking, or you just...
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to lay back in the cart because this is your Twitch. It's actually very hard to see the feed coming up and not respond, but this is...
Oh, you can respond.
I'm
oh
a
my
guest.
God.
I'm
Hey,
just a
Hash.
guest.
7 months. 7 months of loving me. I appreciate it. 88, thank you so much for joining the crew. Thank you for all of the new followers. I super appreciate it. And for anyone that's just subscribed as well. For those who don't know who I am and you've come over from Seth's stream, Little Brit's just got her 12-month subby badge. That is, if you missed the announcement the other day, Brittany, anyone that gets a 12-month subby badge, I'm going to send you a bomber jacket with the 12-month join the crew. I'm going to send you a physical jacket. That's happening. It's happening. So congratulations to everyone that subbed to me for 12 months. He didn't even defend his scrotum. Yeah, look.
I don't need to say nothing.
No need to say anything. Welcome to everybody. I just wanted to say that you need to thank me basically for Seth being on Twitch. I'm going to take all of the credit because
That's fair.
Because I was hassling him. I think I was hassling you for at least 6 of the 12 months.
Yeah, well, hey, how's this though? So I can't get my real name. I've got to be Seth Sentry TV because some kid, I assume he's a kid. He might be an old man.
He's probably
an old man by now. He named it in 2012.
Oh my God! Forward thinking.
So that's when I should have
Have you contacted
signed
that person? Have you?
Yeah, cease and desist.
Oh my God. Anna's in the 12-month gang as well. There's a couple of people in this stream that are literally my day oneers. They were here for the very first stream. They have dealt with all of the tech shit that I've had to deal with.
I heard a little bit of it today.
Yeah, well imagine that, but like at least once a stream. Occasionally I'll have something, like occasionally one stream will go off without a hitch.
How good are they though?
Oh my God, it feels so good when that happens. It's just so rare for me. So if you have followed me, just get used to me having tech difficulties. The Glow Beaten, who's in the chat there, he is my absolute like day one fam. He's set up my entire Twitch stream and he just workshops all of this shit. And we've just spent over the last couple of days like about 14 hours trying to get my new computer running. I just have a curse that anyone that has anything to do with me and tech, they're just like, there's something that goes on with you and computers that I can't really explain. So,
but you have the gift of making friends, and the trick to life is learning what you suck at, and learning who's good at, and valuing those people.
Absolutely. Well, I've 100. It's 4 a.m. for him, by the way, right now, and he's been up since I got up at 7 to do this stuff. So this is absolute legend status. But I do agree, delegating stuff that you suck at is definitely...
Learn your weaknesses.
Yeah, I'm very good at knowing my weaknesses, that's for
I'm
sure.
very good at sensing weaknesses in others.
And then picking on them.
And then what I do is I expand upon them and really make sure everybody understands what their weaknesses are.
And then keep repeating them over and over.
Yeah, until they lose all confidence in themselves.
Yeah, and then like people think you're joking, but this is actually true. You do actually do that.
No, it's not.
No, he is absolutely a beautiful friend, and I love him dearly. He's my bestie, and I can't even thank him enough. Yes, we love people that help us as we do. I wasn't talking about you, but you as well. You
I thought you were talking about me.
You. Yeah,
right.
but
I'll take it back.
I wasn't. But yeah.
No.
I am going to start talking about you now, though, so It's time to talk about you. I don't want to switch to the scene that would have you bigger because I haven't set that up and I'm going to have to redo that all again. So I'll switch to the stream where I'm showing the scene where I'm showing photos in a sec. But I need to. First of all, for those who don't, actually, no, I need to do it. I just need to set it up. I'm just gonna have to do it. You guys will have to just.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Nah, actually, it's for some reason the scene's deleted. Far out. I love this shit. The scene is actually renamed itself and is not. Let me try something. If I go to this scene. Oh yeah, that's not right. That's definitely not right. Alright, we're gonna go back to this scene. There's definitely something fucking happening. What I'll do is I'm gonna pull up some of the first photos that I took of you, and we can talk about how we met and talk a little bit about you being a bloody legend. Actually, when was the first time? I think it was Sprung. We talked about that,
Sprung
didn't we?
Festival,
I think it was Sprung. I'll find these photos and I'll pull them up. But for those who don't know who you are in the chat, because I've got a bunch of aspiring photographers from all over the world.
What's up, people from all over the world?
Do you want to tell them a little bit about yourself and what you do?
That's a great starting interview question. Now,
don't you think?
Yeah. I love when I go to do an interview and the first question is, who are you and what do you do?
Who are you?
It's, my name's Seth Sentry. I'm a rapper slash video game player slash bank robber. And I've just started Twitch streaming last week. And
you did.
I've been doing music for about 15 years or so. And been a touring artist for most of those, and that's about it. I've known Mish for over a decade, right?
Nah, not quite.
Okay, let's fucking just say that it is.
It's close, but
it's got to be close.
You, if I met you at Sprung, so Sprung was 2013. 2013.
No.
Because 2012, okay, this is part of the story. So Cherie went to that Sprung, but I didn't. And Cherie met you at that Sprung, and I was like, damn, I didn't get to meet Seth, but she did.
No, I met Cherie earlier at a gig in Brisbane at the zoo.
Ah, the zoo. I thought it was a Sprung. But anyway, it was the year before, I think. I'm going to show these photos from close to a decade, yeah. So this is Sprung. This is the first time I took photos of you. But I remember that I really wanted to meet you because I was...
How do I see the photos?
You can pull up the stream on your phone.
Oh, okay. As long as hopefully it doesn't wig out because my computer's not good.
Oh, yeah. Do it on your phone, not your...
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because if you're on a Mac like me, it will be a nightmare.
You got the beast now, though.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You fangirled over Mish because of the BTS Seth tour pictures from Run Away from Seth in real life every chance I have. He's pretty scary. I understand why you would run away from him. Let me just resize this little. There we go. This photo of you here. This is like legitimately how I. Don't please ignore my watermark, guys. Just ignore the really shitty watermark.
All right. I got it.
You got it? Okay, so this was like, if you look at your outfit as well, this is like,
oh, sick. That's
this
all the
is
time.
like, yeah, this is very much of the time, but this was your brand essentially, like the check shirt.
Yeah.
The hat.
I wore that on. I wore that exact same shirt, I think, on the Jimmy Kimmel show as well. That's how much I was attached to it, and that was from Target for like $6.
For those who don't know the story about how you got onto Jimmy Kimmel, that's actually a really cool story because that was like a competition you entered, wasn't it?
Yeah. It was a competition in Texas at South by Southwest.
South by Southwest. So you had to do. Was it like? So how many people entered the competition?
I think it was like 6 people. Like I was the only Australian. They were all American, and it was like a rap. You got to do one song, I think, on stage, and it was fucking terrifying. It was super industry, and they were filming it. LL Cool J was the one that judged it, um, and Ice Cube as well. And
Oh
it was a
my
fucking
god.
whirlwind. So I met both of those dudes that night, and then yeah, they voted for me, and we got on Jimmy Kimmel. We are on Jimmy Kimmel like I think a week later. It was
What year was that, by the way?
no idea.
No idea.
About the same time I met you, 10 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was. No, I think it was a little bit. See you, Soy. Thank you so much for hanging out.
Maybe it was 2014.
Yeah, I think it was a little bit later. I think it was 2014. But let's go back to the start of when. So you were, you'd been, I guess, like rapping in the local scene for a little while. I know there was a bunch of you guys that used to do like open mic nights and welcome to the stream, happiest Collie. Just like super engaged in the kind of Melbourne local scene.
Yep.
And then like the Waitress song kind of blew up. That was like the first. Was that your first kind of big moment?
Yeah. So the Waitress song I put up onto Triple. I'm trying to set my phone up, but it's just not working. The Waitress song I put up onto Triple J Unearthed, and then people started listening to it, and I got my mum to vote for it, and and then it got a spin, and that was my first radio play. And I remember being with my girlfriend at the time, sitting in a car park out the front of Coles, about to buy a roast chicken, and the song comes on, and we're sitting in the rain in her car, and it's just like extremely fucking surreal to hear your own voice on radio, and it kind of just went from there. The song did pretty good, and yeah, that's the start.
Yeah. Hey, Mafia. Mafia's in the chat, so good to see you
DJ
here.
Mafia?
Mafia's been streaming, or she was streaming through COVID, which was fun as well.
Play
Did
video games?
many raids. No, she's DJing. She's DJing,
Sick.
which is
That's
cool.
awesome.
The happiest Collie said the Waitress song was the best ever, so that's a bit cute.
You heard it here first.
How do you actually feel about that song now? Is that one of those ones that, because I know some people have massive songs like that and then they kind of get a bit sick of them?
It's like, it's fine. It's brutal. I can't listen to it. It's very cute and very of its time, I feel, but it's weird because you love it and you hate it. You hate it because you've played it a million times now, but then you love it because it obviously resonated enough to be able to get a career out of it. So it's like this weird thing. Sometimes my mum tries to play it at Christmas dinner, and it's not a vibe.
That's such a mum thing to do, though. Don't you think? Is to play.
Well, when we played on stage now, I get someone up. You would have seen it, Mish. I get someone up to play the bell. Like we have a hospitality.
Oh yes.
Dinner's ready bell, and
I love that bit. Ting. Christmas remix soon. That would be. Would you do that? Would you do
a Christmas? Do you think I would, Mitch?
No, I don't think you would. But it's a funny question. Do you still have the hoverboard? Mafia's asked.
Fuck. I don't know. I moved house and I just realized I haven't seen it.
Oh no, where's the hoverboard? Backpack Beats, so glad you could be here. We're doing an interview with Mr. Seth Sentry today.
It might be at my mum's.
She's got one, she said. I'm just leaving this particular photo up for a sec because I remember this photo when I posted it on Twitter. This was the first time you replied to me and you said this was a really dope photo. And I was like, oh my God, he likes my photo. Yay. And I was like really excited that you liked that photo.
Dude, it's fucking awesome. Look at the water.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. It's even now I think the color grade, I don't like that color grade on the photo, but the photo's pretty sick. It's
awesome. I think that was one of the first times for you maybe that you like really captured like water being sprayed, and you were like I remember you being super stoked with it, and since then I feel like you've nailed that. Like the one of Sizzle spitting.
Yes, that one is like.
Are we gonna do that one as well?
Yeah, I'll have to find it at some point, but I'll just.
That one's sick.
Yeah. Let me find. All right, so that's sprung. Blah 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 blah. What? Okay, so what? I'm just trying to think timeline wise. I think the next time I would have taken photos of you was maybe at the forum show.
That
I can't.
photo, Misho, that, oh, can you go back?
Which one? The one.
The one with
That one?
Sizzle in it? The one with Sizzle in it?
Yes.
It's hard, sorry, it's hard to watch I'm watching on my phone, but it's so delayed that
It is delayed. Yeah, yeah.
I might get the
Is that
timing
when
wrong.
you like play punched him?
I slapped him right in the face. He was like, hey, when we do punch in the face tonight, you should slap me. And I said, don't say that if you don't mean it. Don't toy with my emotions. And went for it. Really
You
went
did.
for it.
Matt just gifted you a subby as well. Thank you so much, Matt, for the gifted subby. You're now a subscriber to
Oh,
my
fuck, Maddie. Thanks,
channel.
brother. Hooray!
That's so cute. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let me find the next. I did actually download all of this stuff and hang on. Where did I put it? Let me just go back to this other window for a sec while we do this. When did you actually start? So after the Waitress song though, like what was your progression? Did you start really touring after that? Like, because you've been quite a prolific tourer as well. What was your first? What was the first tour that you kind of went on?
The first tour. I feel like the first major tour, with major being like 31 shows, was with supporting Pez when Pez was at the height of his power. Festival song had just come out. It was me and 360. We both did the supports, and it was fucking chaos. Like,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, there's no stories I can tell about that tour, but it was crazy.
Okay.
It was all of us for the first time experiencing that level of whatever was happening, because that Pez's song, festival song, was so fucking big.
Yeah. I think people don't realize actually like how massive
Yeah.
that song was.
And so at that time 60 was known kind of more underground, and it was really all about Pez, and 60 was first support, I think, that night. But yeah, that was the first time really experiencing like loose shit gets, and man, it's crazy.
So I'm showing some photos. This is like one of the probably one of my favorite shows that I shot that I can remember early on. Was shooting this show at the Forum. This is probably I feel like this is probably 2014-ish.
Favorite venue in the world.
Favorite venue
that's a
to shoot as
Niche,
well.
I like that animation there.
What anime? Oh, my little.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Is that a
yeah.
transition?
It's a little transition, you know. I've got a few things going. It has been
like
a
it.
year, so. But what I remembered about this particular show is this shot. Again, this is one of my favorites. You got everybody at the Forum to sit down on the ground, which was I'd never seen anyone do that before. It was really cool.
What was that? I can't remember what song that was for.
I can't remember either, actually.
Do you want me to tell you a story?
Yes, tell the stories.
Once when I was in Fremantle, I did that and got everyone to sit down, and I was like, everyone sit down now, and then there was one girl standing up.
Oh, I know this story.
At the back of the crowd, and I was like, hey, like I was kind of, sometimes I just rip on people at my show because it's funny, you know, so I was like, hey, sit the fuck down, and she's yelling something out, but I couldn't hear her because she's at the back of the room. I'm like, what? Hey, listen, I don't care what your reason is, lady. Sit your ass down, because everyone was doing it. Like, it was everyone but her. And then it finally got the information got brought up to the stage, and it turns out that she only had one leg, so that's why she couldn't sit down, and because she had a fake leg. So I was like, oh, that's okay. Look, I tell you what, you can come up on stage, so you can like stretch your leg out, and you can just hang out on stage and blah blah blah, and you can watch. So she had the fucking time of her life. She's like filming the whole crowd and shit. And then the next day in the newspaper, on the front page, Slow News Week, I guess, it said Melbourne rapper saves bronze medalist Paralympian from angry crowd, because a few people said boo in the crowd.
Because They were yeah, they were buoy. Oh my god.
So that was the
You
takeaway.
saved her. You saved
I'm a
her.
hero.
You are everyday
And
hero.
then
That's for
I
sure.
did next time I was back in Fremantle. Get this: everyone sits down, one girl standing up, and I go, "Let me guess, you're a Paralympian?" She goes, "No, I'm wearing white pants." I said, "Sit."
No worries, Matt. Thanks for hanging out. Red Man Ninja, thanks for joining the crew as well. Thanks for being here. That is you. I feel like you have so many stories like that are just randomly hilarious. It's just quite wild. It's always things like that happen to you.
Yeah.
Okay. Hang on 2 seconds. I'm going to go back to my other screen. I'm going to find the first time that we did press shot, maybe press shots. I was really planning to be way better organized, but because of what happened just before my stream, I'm like
Ooh,
nowhere near as prepared. Oh well, so basically, because I'm streaming from my new computer, all of the files that I wanted to show were on my other computer, and I was trying to copy them onto the new computer, and it was taking a long time, and that's when I had a bit of a meltdown.
Cool. Very cool.
So that's why, yeah. So usually I would have all of this in order, and I'd have all my questions ready to go, but I'm just a little bit less prepared than usual. But thankfully, it's you. So
I am in no position to judge.
You're in a little bit of a position, but
No.
So let me find, what is this shoot? Oh my god! I'm gonna show these photos. Nobody's ever seen these photos. Do you remember this is the first shoot that we ever did. It was supposed to be for Rise, but we didn't end up using it. And it was at your old house. Do you remember this?
Oh, on the front with Jed.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is my one of my many share houses.
This is cute though. This is like so cute. This is the first time. Oh shit! Hang on a sec. That just.
Was that the first day we met?
Like, this is the first day we hung out, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Like, not the first day we met, but like.
Yeah.
Which was really cool because I remember we just kind of just talked for ages and we didn't really shoot that much. We're just talking shit.
Jetty boy.
Look at Jed. So cute. Young Seth. I mean, yeah, younger.
Young. As opposed to old.
Awesome that you've grown.
Oh, hey, check out that cactus on the table, Misho.
Yeah.
See it?
Wait, let me go back. Wait, I can't even see a cactus. I see a mug and a dinosaur. The dinosaur. It's still there. That's cute. Sold on the dog shots. You should have used them. We were going to use one of these. I think we were going to use one of these.
The shot you did use in the end was fucking sick though.
Yeah. I'm going to show that in a sec. I think that's what happened is we ended up doing some press shots and then we were like, these are way better. Let's use one of these.
Yeah, it really was.
What is in your hand?
Me?
No, like what's with the pencil thing?
It's
curious.
It's my iPad pencil.
Oh, got you.
I'm talking to you and I'm knocking up some emotes at the same time. It's a multitask.
I love that you are multitasking. That's pretty good.
But you have my full attention.
Sure. I mean, I don't think anyone ever has your full attention. I feel like
true.
It's.
Oh, another good photo. That's the old Landroom. Pretending to read a newspaper. That's an interesting approach.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why we didn't end up going with this shot. Just taking notes on how to stream. Yeah, he's getting notes from me, Ash, because it's dumb. They're kind of cute though. I like them.
They are kind of cute, yeah.
Yeah. This is a fun day.
What's it trying to say? Like, I'm very smart.
You're worldly.
I keep abreast.
He's getting notes from the Twitch master. I know, just dot points. It's like basically what not to do on stream is what's happening right now. Oh god. Why is it doing this? Okay. Cool. And then so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go to the actual press shot shoot. I think this is the one. Finals. Is this the one? This is the one that we used for the book, I think. Yeah, so this is the day. This day was super fun. You needed to do some press shots and you really wanted to go to that abandoned... Did you want to go there or did we just like stumble across it? I can't remember that part.
I wanted to go to Collingwood Silos and they had since boarded it up and made it really inaccessible. And I think you had the idea to go to this old brick factory.
Brickworks thing, which was like super close to where your manager's offices were. Like it was like just a... Right. So we met there and then we kind of just...
In Brunswick.
Rolled. In Brunswick, yeah. Which is so wild because like, so basically guys, for you guys in the chat, how I used to work was really kind of unplanned and we just used to rock up to a place and just take photos. Like we would... You make him look not scary, but I would literally run away. Seth's not scary at all.
Am I scary?
I don't think so. You're very approachable, I think.
Thanks, Misho.
I think so.
A lady once told me at the gym, I think she was like, I was like, oh, excuse me, but when she's like, oh, you're very nice. And I was like, thanks. And she was like, no, I mean, you had a face that just screamed, fuck off. I was like,
oh,
I'm sorry.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, but can you please fuck off? Can you please get off this bench?
I love that you had that face, but she still decided to approach you anyway. And was like, I'm going to see if,
she wanted me to move. Oh, that's a sick shot.
Yeah, this is cool. I used one of these photos to Photoshop my friend in doing something unsavory. Oh, okay. Cool.
I've never seen that photo, Misho.
Yeah, where? This one here?
No.
You would have seen it. You would have seen it at the time.
Maybe.
You would have got the proofs. This is in the final, so it means you definitely would have got them.
I look so different there. How good's hair and how good's... how good's metabolism? Amazing.
Oh my god. This is the photo. This is the photo I was looking for. Is that a North Face jacket? It is a North Face jacket. It's become an iconic symbol of Melbourne prosperity. Nerd Degree Burn, thank you for joining the stream. Yeah. Thank you, Ben. Thanks for being here. This is the shot that's in the book. So if anybody has Rise, we decided that we were going to roll with this one. It was quite... yeah, just looking off in the distance.
It's such a great shot.
Right? These are cool though. It was just another day where we were just like hanging out and just taking photos, which I like to do, which is very cool.
Yeah, you're very good at that, Misho, at like, because I hate getting my photo taken, as you know. And you're super good at making people comfortable and very, very quickly building that relationship so that people feel like they can just kind of go for it a little bit, which you need to do when you take a photo, because as soon as you hold back in a photo shoot, as you know, you're just not going to get the best out of people. And you're so great at setting that tone.
Well, I super appreciate that. I do think that is probably what I'm best at, is just like making people feel super comfortable. You look wise, Zoe said. I was trying to find, this is what was taking so long to download before, which I think I've got, wait, maybe not. When was Run? Was Run 2015? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
The happiest collie, thank you so much for the subby.
Was that the Siggy tour?
This was the Siggy tour, I think. This is where we shared our love for Siggies.
Yeah, we smoked a couple of Siggies on this tour, so it became the Siggy tour.
I
don't know why I was smoking cigarettes then. What a fool.
Same,
I was like, oh, I'm very out of breath during these live shows. I wonder what's going on. Cigarette. Not sure.
Longie's asked, how do I get them to feel comfortable? That's actually a really good question. How do you think that I do that?
Me?
Yeah.
You keep it very casual, which is
Smashing
great.
darts.
You're very. I think another part, apart from just being a people's person, I think part of that is just an organic quality of you. I don't think you have to try to do it. I think it's kind of
Yeah,
pretty
because it's
intuitive.
hard to think about.
Yeah.
Because
But
people
what you
ask me
do,
this all the time.
it's very intuitive to you. But what you do, Mish, is that you are so set up. Like it never feels you're so comfortable with it yourself that it puts other people at ease because you know what you're doing. Whereas if you do a photo shoot with someone that's like, oh shit, oh fuck, I'm out of batteries. Oh, I forgot to do this. Oh, the flash isn't working. Where are we gonna go? I don't have a location on. It makes you feel a bit panicked, like
Yeah.
you have to step up now. Whereas you
Got you.
completely run it. All I have to do is just hang, and that's sick.
Yeah, I do. I do very much make it a hang session. That is part
Mm.
of the process. Is to like just be very chill. And the trick is if all of that shit is going wrong, because sometimes that happens. Like sometimes the flash, isn't working or whatever. It's actually to pretend everything's okay. Like
Yeah.
you don't ever let on that. I do when I'm streaming because I don't know what I'm doing. That's why I panic so much when I'm streaming. Because
but
I'm
it's
really
funny.
bad at streaming.
But it's funny to watch.
It's funny for other people to watch, apparently. You seem like a natural people person. I love people. That's like the thing that I love most about photography is actually more than the taking photos is actually the hang session, which is why I love touring so much, which is what I'm getting onto now is
Mish is the opposite of most people because she acquires more friends as she gets older rather than less. Like I have less friends than I did 10 years ago, like a normal person. But
it's
Mish has
true.
probably
It's
tripled her friends.
definitely during COVID, I've met so many people on Twitch. Now I have to do a world tour just to meet everybody that I've met on Twitch because I've got so many friends here now.
That'd be awesome.
It's amazing. But yeah, I wanted to talk about. So I'm showing photos from the Run tour now, which is really special to me because this was the first tour I ever went on, and it's very special to my heart because I always wanted to tour. It was always my goal. And you were the first person to ask me to come on tour with you. So
You were the first photographer to come on tour. So it was
that's cool.
it was a learning experience for everyone. Fuck, you got some great shots out of that.
We got this. I'm actually really proud of these photos, and I think it really taught me, like, first of all, how much I love touring. Like, I just love touring because it's just a massive hang session with your mates, and then you're just taking photos along the way. And the second part is that you get to learn the show, so you can really start to be in the right positions.
Yeah, I remember you saying that like maybe one show in or something. I was like, "Oh, did you get that bit?" And you were like, "No, but I know where it is now, and I'm going to be there next time." And then little moments in the set that would start to repeat themselves. You would slowly figure out, "Oh, this is the optimum place."
This is where I need to be. Yeah,
which is
the
so
sizzle.
cool.
The sizzle spit thing is a really good example of where you guys were throwing the water or whatever. I had to make sure I got that at least once. Longy just said, were there many photographers around doing what Mish did? No.
Not really touring. Like, yeah, it was weird. No one really thought about taking a photographer, and especially not in Oz rap. Like, I never really heard of. I mean, what's his like? Did Kane Hibbert ever do like?
Kane did. Well, a lot of the rock guys were doing
but
tours,
not rap, right?
but not rappers. No, I think you were pretty much the first person, and then after then, everyone started doing it, which you knew was going to happen too, because you were like, "This."
I think you went on tour. I can't remember who it was, but I think you went on tour with another artist like not long after, and I was kind of annoyed. It was Illy. Motherfucker.
Yeah,
she's my girl.
It's my girl. You can't steal my girl. Oh my god, that's funny. If I keep doing photography, I'm keen to do a tour. Yeah, the trick with touring is really, I talk about this all the time, but I mean, obviously you need to be good at taking photos, but it really is the vibe, isn't it? Like you could attest to this.
Most important to me.
More, yeah, most important.
Like, not to take anything
Um,
away from your skills, of which we all are well
yeah,
documented, but like, if your personality wasn't what it is, like, none of this shit works. Because tours are like, if someone's even a little bit annoying, by the end of a big tour, they're the worst person. Right?
yes, 100%, 100%. Which tour did you do for Illy? It was the Swear Jar tour, I think. It was a year after this, so Kiki, what's good? Nice to see you here. I remember seeing you at all the shows. Oh, that's fun. I remember people coming up to me and starting to know. It was actually the first tour that I started to kind of get recognized as well, which was really weird because like who the fuck knows a photographer? But people would start saying hello and it was after Rise come out, so they would be like, "Oh, I've got your book," and they would start to know who I was, which was super weird for me. Like, who knows who I am? But it's yeah.
Awesome,
Um,
man.
yeah. And how do you personally like touring? Like, are you a fan of? Because I know there's some artists that really love it, and there's some artists that really hate it.
I'm like, I love playing the shows themselves. Like, if I could teleport from home, be on stage. Hey, how's it going? Do my raps, and then leave, teleport home again. Perfect job. But I don't like all the fuckery that accompanies it. Like, I'm very happy. I'm super routine based, and I get a nice little routine at home, and it's very comfortable and very safe. And then I get on a plane, and all of that is fucked. Suddenly, I'm not sleeping. I can't exercise. I'm eating terrible foods. I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sleeping in, a different hotel room every night. And it's just, I don't really like those parts of it. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, it's like good
Yep.
for 3 days, and then I'm like, oh, just let me play these shows, and like, but I love playing the shows. It's a weird, it's
Yes.
a weird one. That's
Yep.
why when you
Yep.
play your hometown show, it's the fucking best. Your family's there, your friends are there. You're a half an hour drive from home. Oh, I think I'm only going to play shows in Melbourne from now. That's it.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. That's not a viability.
Just two Melbourne shows. Yeah, it's so interesting because like I kind of am a little bit the opposite. Like I kind of just really love.
Yeah, you live for it.
I just live for it. I really
Man.
just do it on Twitch. You never have to leave your home.
Now, there's an idea.
Inferno. There you go. Just set it up for. Yeah, I love especially like when I started doing the international stuff with Rule, like the waking up somewhere different every day, sleeping on
Yeah.
a bus. Like
I think,
yeah.
well, we did that tour. When was that? 2015, and it was the biggest Australian music tour of all time in terms of amount of shows played. It was 50 shows just in this country, and then we went to Germany and shit. So it was like, that broke a little something inside of me. I think that was
Yes.
really, really tough, really fun, and a really great way to like visit people in super small communities where I'd never been, and I love that aspect of it as well. But yeah, that was full on.
Hey Shu, nice to see you here. Jack said Long Jetty was my favourite show because it wasn't too big,
Long
apart
Jetty.
from nearly passing out from the heat. I feel like there was
I remember that.
a show in Tasmania that I remember being like super hot as well. Like those slightly smaller shows, but people are crammed in are just freaking.
I've definitely almost passed out on stage before from heat exhaustion.
I still love these photos, by the way. Like I'm so proud of these. This is, I'm
that
actually
purple!
Really proud
Look
of
how
this.
fucking. I
Go
look
back
like
up,
I'm
go
doing
back to
some sort of Mortal Kombat super move.
Yeah, yeah. So good. Um,
That's my last go back. That was that
I'll go
that
back.
purple smoke one is like the last that's me on the last show of the 50-day tour, and it's the last bit of my soul leaving my body. The final song. You won't need
funnily
me
enough,
anymore.
I
Yeah.
actually think this photo was from the first show in Brisbane, and the reason I remember it is because I had a really big fight with the security guard, and it was the first show I was shooting, and it was right in front of you, and he was literally trying to pull me out of
I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was awful. It was one of those things that happens, unfortunately, but we had to have a big altercation, kind of like right in front of you, about the fact that I have a AAA pass around my neck and I'm meant to be in the pit, like. Apparently, I look like I wasn't meant to be there, but...
Dude, Sizzle, my DJ once... I know you know he's my DJ, I'm just for context.
Yes.
Sizzle was crowd surfing once, which was a scripted part of the show. And a security guard grabbed him and tackled him to the ground, almost broke his spine, like pile drived him headfirst into the ground, and then proceeded to start twisting his arm behind his back. In WA
Where was
once.
that?
In
WA
my God.
at...
I probably shouldn't say where it was, but it was in WA.
In WA, okay, cool.
Regional. You know where it is. If I just say regional WA, I'm sure you
I know exactly where it is. Kiki's just saying security can be such trash. They definitely can. I think any music photographer
he got fired that night.
Oh, fair enough too. Like this sort of weird power trip thing. It's so bizarre.
Fucking bizarre, man. Yeah.
Just going back to your 50 tour date thing, what was the reason that you wanted to do that? Like, did you... Because obviously that was setting a record. I know that you're quite competitive. Were you, like, out to try and be, like, the biggest tour? Or is at that point were you just like, let's just do as many shows as possible?
I think that... Nah, I think it was more that the management was definitely like behind a lot of that. They were just like, let's see how fucking big we can go.
Let's see how far we can push you.
Yeah. But I was like kind of pumped for the achievement unlocked of the whole thing, like getting that 50, but also already exhausted before we'd even started. But I mean, I was mad. Like, obviously I'm so fucking stoked I did it. And we got in the habit of like, we had a tour t-shirt with every single show on the back of it. And then we would just do this really rewarding crossing off of the t-shirt with a texter at the end of every show. And that was like, I don't know, for some reason that kept us going in a weird way. Like having a to-do list almost.
That's so cute. Oh, Titan's being a bit cute there, by the way.
Titan's being a bit cute.
Oh, hi Titan. I love it. Posture check, thank you. Let me just sit up. I've got Jetta. For those who haven't been in my stream before, Jetta is always sitting on my lap. And Jetta also has her own emote when you subscribe to my channel. She's a big part of my stream. So, the other thing that I used to love about your shows as well, other than the, we're looking at the sizzle surf at the moment, which I love that part of the show. Like the fact that he would crowd surf to the back of the venue every show. It just became like a whole thing.
Dude, he's been up flights of stairs.
That's what I'm showing at the moment. He's up a flight of stairs.
Oh yeah, there, exactly. Yeah, that's going up a flight of stairs, and then he goes up onto a balcony, across the balcony and down another flight of stairs and back onto stage all in one crowd surf. It's unbelievable. I would never do that.
Never in my life would I even... It just... Yes, this is... And then, so he'd get a beer usually from the back, and he'd come back on stage and scull the beer.
We'd try and surf him to a bar so that he can order a beer in people's hands, and then come back to stage and scull the beer.
Inferno just said so many hands have touched that man. I like legitimately, he would have been groped so many times.
He says it happens a lot. He's like, always people trying to put their fingers in his butt.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I can't even. I'm trying to find a photo. Actually, this might be an example. I think Citizen K's up on stage with you here, but something that you did, for all of the shows at the end, you'd always get either the people that were supporting or friends, and you'd do like a cypher sort of thing at the end, which I always love. Where did where did you like free idea for doing that on stage come from?
Freestyling was something that I did before I ever wrote any music. So I like had rapped for probably at least 5 years before I even ever wrote anything. It's just I remember chilling with my friends. We were going to buy a bong, and then we went across to the foreshore to test it out. And I started rapping, and we were freestyling. He was beatboxing, and I rhymed um, evil with I rhymed evil Knievel with Steven Seagal, like Steven Seagal, but I changed it. And my bro was like, dude, that was so fucking good. I was like, I did it. Like, I felt so, like, it's unlocked something in my head. I was like, dude, this is the most fun you can have. And then from there, it was relentless. And for the next 15 years, I was just an annoyance to everybody around me, just rhyming everything. And,
Yeah.
so
I
I really,
can attest to that.
yeah. So that's my
Like,
comfort. It's a very
at
comfortable
parties,
place.
you do it at parties a lot. Like
Yeah.
the end of the night, so if you're ever at a party when Seth's there, the end of the night will always finish with Seth and a group of people around Seth just freestyling. Like that's usually what happens.
And it's just like a very comfortable state of mind for me. I just it because I guess my head's so racy, and I've got very much have ADHD. It kind of I don't know. It's like quite a meditative state in a weird way, and so like yeah, I thought, well, fuck, we might as well do that live, and it's just so much fun, and people throw us objects and things from their pockets on stage, and we rap about it.
Yes.
And the trick is, you can recycle. If it's a different crowd, you can recycle the thing that you said last night. So if you get a good one, just say
I
it
don't
again.
know if I remember you doing that very often though. I don't
try
remember
not
you
to. It's
recycling.
It's definitely cheating.
Yeah, and you're not really big on cheating. Very like that's just a thing.
You know me. Play
I
the
do
game
know
right
you.
or don't play it at all. Citizen K. And who's that guy again?
K. I can't remember. Who is that guy?
Oh, it's like, is it like Loose Change or something?
Oh, yes. That's who
Is
it
that-
is. I think
Is that
so.
who it is?
I think so. I think you're right. And I've forgotten.
Was it Loose Change or Bruce Wayne? That was a sick
That's
tour, man.
funny. It was such a sick tour. I'm really loving these photos. This is like bringing back such great memories for me. The other thing I wanted to mention, which I love about you, and is actually really rare, is you actually really give a shit about the photos. So you would sit with me and go through them all and tell me which ones were your favorites.
Yeah.
And thank you. Oh, I've got to hydrate. Hang on a sec. Let me get my water. My Join the Crew mug. In my Join the Crew merch. I'm merched up today. I'm like fully...
Hell yeah.
I'm
wearing me Jason Statham cardigan.
I was trying to find a t-shirt of yours to wear, and I just couldn't find one. I'm like, surely I've got at least 3. I definitely do, but...
You would have the postcards from Frankston one for the run tour, probably.
No, I definitely had a grey singlet one at one point that I used to wear to the gym all the time, but I couldn't find it. It was annoying.
I'll
Anyway.
rectify that.
Yeah, I need some more merch. Send
Alright,
it over. But yeah, like,
I'll send
so
you
did
some
you...
new merch, courtesy of SethSentry.com merch shop.
Give me a discount code.
Discount code.
No, but I wanted to ask you because something that I remember about you, we kind of started bonding early on about photography, like via Twitter.
Yep.
Like and then you would sometimes send me photos and you'd be like, yo, what do you think of this? And then when you went overseas, you took a bunch... You went crazy taking photos, and you were kind of asking, you're asking for advice and stuff. I remember one bit of advice was, I said to you to get your horizon lines straight. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I'm just extremely obsessive. So if I get into something, dude, once my a girlfriend, her brother was like, "Can you guys look after my tropical fish?" And I was like, "Fuck, we can't kill this guy's fish." And so I joined like a chat, like a message board for tropical fish, and I got so into it. By the time he came back, the whole tank was kitted the fuck out. I fucking hate tropical fish. Like now, I couldn't give a fuck. But it's like these very short-term, obsessive like I want to be the best at something in a really quick amount of
Yeah,
time, and then I'm just like,
absolutely.
I don't want to do this anymore. Like
That's also the reason, though, that I thought you'd be good at Twitch, because I thought you'd get really obsessive about it and really
oh,
love
for
it.
sure, I can feel it. I can feel it
Yeah.
coming on.
I can already see it in a week.
Feel it.
I can see it in a week. It's awesome, though. I love it. Anyway, I was just going to ask you about just your interest in like wanting to see the photos and go through them and stuff, because like heaps of artists don't do that. That's not my experience.
I'm pretty
with other
controlling.
artists.
There's parts of my life like, whatever for it. That doesn't bother me. Like, but then there's parts of most aspects of my career I really want to have a hand in some way. So I'm very conscious of like posters and stage lighting and photography and everything I care about. Like I'm the worst to sound check with because I take 2 hours to get the sound just perfect.
That is true. I forgot about that. You are the worst to sound check with.
Yeah,
You're like obsessive.
I can't bear someone coming and paying fucking $40 for a show and then they're like, sound was whack. So it's got to be fucking perfect, you know?
Yes. Inferno just said, let's hope it doesn't end up the same as the fish. No, I feel like he's onto something here. I think there's a nice little thing that's starting with Twitch, which is really cool. I'm pretty controlling.
The fish didn't talk back.
It didn't talk back, yeah.
That's what was missing. The thing I love about Twitch is it's the only social media where you're getting this instant feedback and you can... And you guys are sharing recipes for marinated ribs in the chat while I'm playing Halo 3.
I know. How cute is that? It's so cute. Sound was always on point. I do agree with like... Well, also it shows that you care.
Yeah. No, I do.
But it's interesting because I've toured with other artists that are the complete opposite of you as well. Like artists that don't even sound check.
Yeah, I know a lot of those guys. And that's also fine. And I wish I had a little bit of that, a little bit of who cares? It'll be fine. That's a great attitude to have. I think you probably live longer.
No, but I think that like the fact that you care what goes out to the audience is really good. And like it's same with the visuals as well, because whenever like you say that you're controlling, but I actually saw it as you would give me feedback about like, okay, so next time this is what I'd like you to get. Like that's the best feedback for me, because I obviously want to make you happy as a client. I hate that word, but like to know what you're looking for is like super handy.
Yeah, I think with like when I say controlling, I don't mean like you've got to do it my way, because I'm very open to like we were talking about earlier, like finding people that know how to do shit that you can't do, and you've got to, you can't stifle that. You've got to let them fucking go for it, because that's what the fuck they do. But if it's ever a question, I generally have, if I'm ever asked, what do you think of this, or how do you want this to be, I generally know the answer to that, even if I don't have the skill set to make it happen. Like I know what I want my backdrop to look like. I know how I want my lighting. I know what the set list is already going to be. I know that it's because I'm an overthinker, and it's just how I'm wired, I guess, you know, and it's exhausting.
Yeah, totally.
Does that make sense?
It totally makes sense. Yeah, I was just sitting on like thinking about that. It's very true. Longy just said only Oz hip hop show that had bad sound was when Hilltop were on before Eminem. I mean, I've heard a lot of Oz hip hop shows that the sound was terrible, but I've also shot a lot of.
It's also sometimes a lucky dip in terms of venue and shit. Like we've had bad sound and it wasn't our fault. We've had bad sound and it was our fault. We've had great sound at some of the worst fucking venues on the planet somehow, and then we've gone to the best venues on the planet and had it like you just don't know. I played 4 songs at the start of a festival show with no sound, and I was just rapping with no beat and thought I was killing it because the stage sound was great. So I'm dancing around, going fucking nuts, and people are just watching me basically doing a pantomime. Like, man, this guy's feeling himself, huh?
Oh my god! And no one can hear it. It's just
no one can hear a thing, and I'm just like, woo!
Was it weird that the crowd wasn't really getting into it? Were you just like,
yeah, you get. I mean, look, the thing. I don't know if chat knows this, but how good an artist is on stage directly correlates to how how much you give them. If you give an artist this much energy, they will give it back to you tenfold. It
Yeah.
doesn't take much for you to just like clap or nod your head or put your phone down for just 1 second, and you will get a better show. You just will. And that's not
100%.
because like I won't put a show onto you unless you give me what I need. It's just physics. Like it's just energy in, energy out.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, it's so interesting. I talk about that energy actually as a photographer that is often sharing the space. So either on stage, obviously not next to you, but side of stage or in front of stage. So you're literally in between the audience and yourself. That energy that's what music photographers get addicted to. It's actually that feeling of that energy that's not even meant for us, but we can feel it.
Yeah,
like it's
totally.
wild. I can't even imagine what that must be like for you. Like
It can be full on, man. I like I'm not a big emotional person, as you know, Misho. But
you and my husband have that in common, yes?
Yeah, but I have cried many times backstage going to walk out just because it gets a bit overwhelming because the way I have my sound set up is I have my in-ears so I can hear the crowd and kind of feel that even when I'm still backstage before I go out. And there was one tour that I started playing the Halo 3 soundtrack as my walkout song. I don't know if anyone plays Halo, but I had these Gregorian monks chanting, "Oh." And I was like, and that's very nostalgic for me. I feel emotional now just singing it.
That's cute.
And the crowd all started chanting it, and I just started fucking crying. Same as when I played Tenacious D, greatest song in the world, once for my walkout, and everyone's singing it before I get out there. I was like, fuck, this is so connective. Like these are my teenage times, and then these people that I've never met, it's resonating with them in a way, and it's all pretty overwhelming, you know?
Absolutely, I totally feel that. Girl at a Rock Show said some of the best freestyles I've seen have been at Seth Sentry's shows, and battles with support acts. The battles with veins have been mint, so that's cool. That's very cool.
I missed that, Misho. What was that?
The battles with veins have been mint.
The battles with veins?
Yeah, is Veins an artist, maybe?
Yeah, that rings a bell. Did we beat it?
I feel like you would have won.
Yeah, we mopped
Stubbsy asked a great question. Is it annoying seeing... So, also, I just wanted to say, if you have any questions for Seth, please feel free to chuck them in the chat. We will absolutely ask those. Is it annoying to see so many people recording and being on their phone so much these days?
I don't like it. I get that it's got to be done. Totally take a photo. Look, it's weird because on one hand, it's like, who the fuck am I to tell you what to do? You paid $40. You can view this experience however you want. But at the same time, when we're talking about energy transfer, if I was, Mish, you've been to a lot of my shows. Like my whole thing is interaction. My whole thing is instant feedback. I'm not someone that goes out and just plays the same set in a different place night after night. I tailor it specifically to that night and what's happening, and I go with things. And I like to create in-jokes with the crowd. I like to meet people. I like to get people to meet each other, and we have this like bonding thing. And if it wasn't a live show and you were just talking to somebody and their phone suddenly slipped up in front of that would totally change the nature of the conversation. And that's how it feels. It feels like, hey man, I'm trying to like, especially when you're in the front row, back row, you can't even see them, so fucking go nuts. But if someone's in the front row and they're that all night, it makes it really difficult to connect. So it's hard. It's like, yeah, like I said, on one hand, fucking go for it. It's your money and it's your phone and it's your life, baby. But
totally.
But on the other, it's like, I will give you a slightly better performance if you put your phone down. You know, at one stage I used to just snatch phones out of people's hands and put them in my pocket, and I would just hold them hostage.
I remember you doing that too.
Yeah, I just hang on to them for the night. But then it was really hard to work out whose phone was who when I gave it back. That's such a great shot, Mish.
Said, this is one of my favorite shots, especially from that tour. This was in Adelaide. I remember this. I remember this night too because it was the last show of the tour, and you actually made me... The Siggy tour, yeah. You actually made me come up on stage and like made everyone like You did a big shout out, like a big thank you, which is another thing that never happens ever. Like no one just thanks their photographer.
I thank everybody. I thank Matt Soundman. I thank the
I know,
lady
but
that's
it's just so lovely.
the lady that's
like,
swinging the merch, who I've just met.
It's one of, like, honestly, one of the nicest things that's ever happened in my career because we kind of go, like, unnoticed, I think, even though, you know, we're documenting and, you know, we're the visual voice of a lot of this stuff and it's what you're posting or tour and stuff, but it's really, really rare that we get, like, a shout out or something, and I definitely remembered that. It was, like, really cool. Like, super cool, actually. So thank you. That's nice.
I don't think it's because people are rude. Like, I don't think it's because artists are rude, even though they are.
I agree. They are. But I just don't think they really think of it.
They just don't really think about it. And there's a lot going on sometimes as an artist, like, especially when you're touring, you know how fucking hectic it can be. Things just slip through the cracks and, you know.
Yeah, no. I mean, like.
You start acting like a dickhead.
But, I mean, again, this is like, there's been a couple of moments in our friendship that, like, just have made me feel really appreciated as a friend and also for my art, and like that's I just think why I don't know, I've just always loved you as a friend so much because it's actually super rare. And the other time was actually just after we met, and I asked you to do the fundraiser for my book.
Oh, yeah.
And we kind of barely knew each other, and you were just like, yeah, okay, cool, like, all right, let's do this. And then I remember. Actually, you tell the story about when you rocked up on the night, because it was, like, hilarious.
Are you talking about during my actual show?
Well, before the show, because I think you were kind of, like, thinking it was going to be a small little gathering.
I can't remember this part. You tell that part.
Oh, okay, I'll tell that part.
I've got another story.
Okay, so Seth agreed to do the Rise fundraiser, which was at the Corner Hotel, and it was actually a really amazing lineup. It was like Remy, Dylan, Joel, Briggs, Enfer Jones, Grey Ghost and Mantra.
So good.
Yourself. Oh, it was like Dielectrics.
Oh, sick. Was Dielectrics there?
Yeah, Dielectrics was on a little bit earlier. Chelsea Jane was on at the start.
Who could forget?
Yep. So it was a really big lineup, and so you kind of came obviously later because you were quote unquote headlining, I guess. And I remember you rocked up, and straight away you and Sizzle.
Why did you quote unquote?
Well, because we didn't really want it to appear like a headliner.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
But like you were the biggest artist at the time, so you were essentially at the top of the bill. But like, so I remember you rocked up and you and Sizzle went straight into a room and you were like, oh my God, I didn't know there was going to be so many people here. I thought there was going to be like 100 people here. We sold out the Corner Hotel, so there's like 800 people there. And you were like, I need to put together like a whole set. Because I think you were just going to do like a couple of songs. And you ended up doing this massively long set.
Yeah, we definitely underplayed it. Like, we were like, oh, we'll just do a few and we peace out. And then I think we had to construct the set, like, almost in real time.
Yeah.
But
it was amazing though.
But do you remember so we're on stage playing the hey, what's up? We do like one song and then all the fucking power dies on stage, and I turn around and a photographer.
Yes.
They're the worst.
Yes, it was a photographer that had volunteered to shoot the show. Was a really young guy, and
I felt so bad for him.
No.
What? Don't feel bad?
No, because.
Okay, but I do.
Well, because it happened twice.
Yes.
He pulled out the power twice.
He kicked it with his
foot.
Fucking foot.
As a photographer,
First of all, don't kick the power out of the live show. That's rule one.
That's
the first one. When you're photographing music, don't stop the music.
Yeah, absolutely don't stop the music. The other thing to note was that it usually takes you... This was the first show this kid had shot. So it usually takes you a little while to, like, get the balls to even shoot from stage, because it's such a space. Like, that's where artists are. But he was like, no, I'm going to go on stage.
You got to respect that.
Oh my God. This is definitely I don't like to point out gendered things too often especially when it comes to creative things, but they're like, a female photographer would never do that.
No, that's absolutely right. That was male privilege was what made him kick my fucking power board out.
Not
twice.
even privilege. It's not privilege. It's audacity.
And as if the first time you wouldn't be more gun shy and think, well,
that's exactly
I'll just avoid
right.
that section of the stage. How the
Kiki just
trials.
Said trials. 2 trials shots in a row. 2 trials. It's that young kind of late teenage boy, don't give a fuck.
What's that meme?
It's that energy.
What's that thing I've seen on Twitter? It was like, oh, give me the confidence of a
mediocre
cis,
white man.
mediocre looking male. Like, yep.
It's so true though.
We are killing it.
It's so funny. Avoid the whole stage. Even when I shoot for an artist, like, you are just so... That is a sacred space. Like, that is the artist space. You really have to have the trust of the artist.
You're very good at that though, Mish. At just like not staying out of the way, but kind of anticipating things a little bit more. And I guess that's just from experience. Like, you know where you can be. Like I've never bumped into you on stage, not once.
I wouldn't be anywhere near a place that you could bump into me on stage. Like, that's not where I need to shoot from.
Yeah,
that's like far, like, yeah. And just, it's, Brittany's just said this. It's a massive honor and privilege to even be asked on stage or side of stage. I completely agree. That's how I feel about it. And I never take it for granted when I'm allowed in that space. So there's no way I would be anywhere near you bumping into me like this.
Yeah.
I don't need to be seen.
I've had it, man. Lots and lots of times. Oh my
God. That just gives me anxiety. Absolutely gives me anxiety. Oh my God. Definitely got to understand your body too, knowing your 360-ness. Yes, well, I mean, just being aware too, because like when you're a photographer, like you really don't want many people being able to see you. Sometimes it's unavoidable.
Well, also,
but like,
I'm sure you've said this a million times, Mish. Photographers wear black.
Yes. Yeah, I learned that the hard way. Have I told you this story before? Seth?
No.
I've
got a good one as well, though. About
yeah, I think I know your story, but maybe is it about Nick? No, maybe it's a different story. Anyway,
it's about Xavier Rudd.
Yes. It's the same story. So I was asked to shoot a Remy show last minute when he was getting up to do a song with Damon Albarn. Is it the guy from the Gorillaz?
From Gorillaz.
Yeah. So he was in town doing a show, and Remy, he'd always get a local artist to rap on one of the Gorillaz songs.
To do MF Doom's verse or something, maybe?
I can't remember. Yeah, I think it might have been, or maybe it was. Anyway, he did a verse. I think it was. Yeah, he did a verse, and so Remy kind of rang me last minute and was like, yo, can you come down to this show? And I was like, absolutely. But I was out somewhere and I was wearing white, and I rocked up to get my pass, and Damon's tour manager was just like, yo, what the fuck? Like, he literally was just like, what are you wearing? Don't you ever wear, like, that is ridiculous. Like, he fully was just berating me, and I was like, fair. Like, I just had to cop it. I was like, absolutely, you are right. Like, so I always have a black t-shirt in my car now, is the moral of the story.
Case,
like, just be prepared. Just be prepared.
So my manager used to manage Xavier Rudd, and they hired a cameraman to come and film his whole performance. It was very expensive. They built the stage. They spent all this money on advertising and gear. They got the best fucking camera, and the cameraman ended up wearing a white t-shirt and he's going, and so the whole show is just this guy in white going back. He was on this like kind of, you might have seen it before, Mish, where you film something, you sit on this little trolley thing that slides back
Yeah.
and forth, so
Yeah.
you can keep the shot steady. So all shot, it's just this bloke in white going back and forth, and they couldn't use the footage.
The funniest part about that story is I know the guy, and
Yeah, I'm not gonna say who it is.
he's such a like.
He's the best. He's the fucking
He's
best
the
guy.
best dude,
Yeah.
and he telling that story, and he's also not a small guy. Like he's quite a big guy, like really tall,
Yeah.
and like, it's just the funniest story. Like how mortifying. Jack said these are my favorite photos. These are the ones that we did in Canberra.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just had like a bit of. This is what I also love about touring. I get to do this with Rule a lot as well. Is when you have downtime, you can just go and take photos.
Yeah.
For press and stuff, and it's really cool because it's a bit of an add value of having you on tour is that you're able to provide extra content and press stuff that.
Dude, some of the behind the scenes ones that you got, like, I don't know if you've showed them yet, but
no,
like
I want to pull it up. Actually, I thought I had a
shopping
whole
ones
post
and stuff.
Yeah, I want to pull that up now. I thought I actually had a blog post that were. I'll see if I can find them. I thought I had a blog post that were just on behind the scenes, but I might have not. Blog live. Yeah, see, I thought I had blog live and then blog behind the scenes. Let me check this. Oh yeah, here they are. I found them. I'll just scroll through some of the. This is the other reason that I love doing tour stuff is just that the documentation of the stuff that's not on the stage is like super fun.
Yeah, totally.
I'll just scroll through some of these, but this is when we arrived. What? Where was the first?
Oh, that looks like a straight up Virgin ad.
Someone should pay me to take this. This is it was just pouring with rain when we arrived. It was hilarious.
That's right.
But some of this stuff is like nobody ever sees this, you know. This
is recent enough that my addled brain can still remember it clearly, and so this is great seeing this. I remember exactly what that rain felt like, how we all felt. We all thought this is gonna be fun, and then we went and ate Mexican food.
Mexican, you had the little jalapeno popper things.
Yeah.
And
already hating each other day one.
Just hate. This is when the first day I met Citizen K, who has become a really good friend as well.
There they are, jalapeno poppers.
Yeah, that jalapeno popper shot. You used that like I would see that photo randomly like all the time.
I put it out as a press shot at one stage.
Yeah.
Who's that? Who's in that shot?
That's Citizen K.
The lighting.
Yeah, that's Kojo.
Oh, right. Citizen K.
Citizen K, yeah. Another person that I just met I met him on your tour, and we just clicked. We just became
he's very funny.
Such a good dude. Yeah. He's been on the stream before as well.
Oh, really? Oh,
yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. And also Soundcheck. I love taking photos of Soundcheck. I just love it. I love everything about Soundcheck, actually.
I guess it's especially good if you can get good like the lighting working during the sound check as well. So you get like it's almost like a more relaxed show then, right? And you can kind of set things up a little bit more and do that again.
Yeah.
Do that again. Yeah.
Totally. Matt, what color do you want? For lights, he just redeemed lights. I've got my little controller here. This is my favorite part. Is that fly on the wall stuff? Is like just moments that blue to match Seth. Okay, I can only do blue on one side, but there you go. I can't do blue on one side because that doesn't change. This is the stuff that thirst trap incoming. Just so everybody knows, warning.
Do it.
Just a bit of a warning, guys.
I don't know what it is. But I'm ready to be trapped. Trap me. Woo! Look at that guy.
Woo, woo, woo. I remember this moment quite distinctly because first of all, in this instance, you have to not be a creep. So I just like obviously not
Rule
staring.
number one.
And I remember messaging Cherie and was like, I didn't know Seth had a rig on him.
I had one and then I lost it.
So funny. It was like, was not expecting rig on tour. Did not know that was gonna happen.
And I was Sizzle getting Sizzle, my DJ in the background there.
I'll go back to it. Hang on a sec.
He dresses real proper when we play shows. So he's always in a nice white shirt. With a Michelle's getting flustered. Miss she.
Again. Oh my god.
He dresses in a nice white shirt with a tie. Always with a tie.
Yeah, a tie. Yeah.
And me.
And so he's always drenched after the show as well.
Well, because we thought it would be funny if Sizzle really dressed up to look like high class, and then I just wear whatever the fuck I wear, and it's a nice little, we play off each other that way.
Very cute.
And you know what? This was the tour where I started losing my hair, and I was freaking out because it's a fucking huge deal. And so I told Sizzle, hey, look, I'm losing my hair. I want to get as many of these shows under my belt without having to wear a hat. So I'm going to stop wearing a hat for a while. I'm just going to let my hair out while I've got it. But I want you to tell me when it gets too far gone because I have no reference point at the moment.
Right. That's what a good friend does as well.
Yeah. And then I played the first show, that Brisbane show, right? And we finished and we came backstage and he just goes, real nervous, like he was so scared to bring it up. He goes, hey, it's hat time. And I go, what? And he goes, it's hat time. I go, what is that? Oh no, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, fuck, how do you know? And he goes, because my brother was on the balcony and he messaged me after the show and said Seth's going bald.
Oh.
And that was it.
I've heard the story before. It still makes me sad for you.
Hat went on, and then and then we shaved it, and then hat came off again, and now we're back.
So we had that first show of these are so cool. This is just so you guys know what we're looking at. This is just behind the scenes moments of just like when we stop for petrol and have a ciggy break, and I just love this stuff. This is the stuff that I really like.
Mafia said it's always hat time.
It's always Mafia knows. Mafia. This is when we went shopping.
I know, but I always wore a hat, and so when I decided I want to be a hair guy, so I bought some Brill cream and I started combing. This is before G-Eazy, old G Greasy. I was going to be
Gerald.
G Greasy, and I fucking gelled my hair over. I was like, this is my style now. I was going to wear a leather jacket and everything. And then leather jacket like Lenny Kravitz. And then I fucking went out to a club that night. And my friend who's 6'4" looked down on me and went, you're going bald. And then I was like, fuck, can't catch a break here.
What's with your mates? Oh my God.
They're the best mates. They tell me when I'm getting fat. It's fantastic.
No, it's actually good to have those friends. You need the ones that tell you the truth as well. This is the photo that I really love. That one. The black and white one. Yeah. Because the guys didn't even know I was taking this photo.
Yeah, by the way, this is the kind of people that we are. Both of us fucking in a full-on conversation with each of our tellers at the fucking so funny.
And the
just
pose
annoying them.
Both got...
So what do you think of capsicums? The price has really gone up on capsicums, huh? It's a zucchini situation.
I love it. Yeah, I used to take a little Fuji. What is it? The little mirrorless 100 XT or something. I can't remember. It was just a tiny little camera, so the guys couldn't even really see when I was shooting, which was actually fun. Because you could just snap off little photos, which is cool.
It looks like we're totally posing for it, but that's just That's us in the wild.
Yeah, which is why it was even funnier that you weren't posing for it at all. So, but yeah, also the backstage moments like pre-show. I think it was T at the end, Kiki. Yeah, sound check and also like just the prep for the show. I love taking photos of those moments because it's the stuff that nobody gets to see. That like you're in this really privileged position of being able to document something. And like it's kind of a shame that like a lot of these photos aren't really used for much.
Yeah. Well, no, I posted
You did
almost
post
all
on
of them
Facebook.
up
Yeah.
on. How did we? Was it Facebook? Yeah.
Facebook, yeah. Rule does the same actually, which I really like. And the other thing that Rule does as well is Rule does a tour book at the end of each tour.
Yeah, that's sick.
So
Well,
we
Mitch,
actually use a lot.
got something for you.
Oh, you got something for me.
So this is the old box set.
Yes.
Box set, and there is inside some
I
records.
do have a copy of that.
You seen the booklet?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So all your photos are in it. All right. Well, I don't need.
Yes. Oh, you can tell everyone else though. They're my photos, guys. They're my photos inside the booklet.
So Mitch takes photos. So inside the box set of all the vinyls is this booklet that our friend Jeremy made. How do I show that? Like that? Is that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That our friend Jeremy made, and it's full of a bunch of photos that Mitch took.
Yeah.
And look,
So
there's no one ever looked at.
that's the best way of utilizing it. Oh yeah, that's the photo.
You know what I mean?
Look. That is the best way of utilizing it though, is if you do some type of tour book or something at the end, which I don't know. Do many artists do that? I don't even know.
They should.
Rule does it after every country's tour, so like.
Great idea.
Yeah, and they sell really well as well. Like they do, the fans really like them. So, and it's great that you can have one that's unique for every territory as well. So there'll be an Australian one, a Europe one, an America one, Asia one. So they and we always try and include fan photos and stuff as well.
That's what I was going to say. People love seeing themselves.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, I really like this photo, by the way, the one outside the hotel room.
Oh yeah, that's great.
It's a really cool
so
shot.
good at that, man. Like, that's another thing that you do really well, Misho, is like, a lot of photographers have this stalky, paparazzi vibe to them. Like, that's very lurky, but you never feel lurky. And in fact, I'm never even aware that you're doing it. Like, I think you're just hanging out, and then after it, you're like, oh, I got
You
this.
see all
It's
the
like,
photos.
but we were just having a conversation. How did you do that?
Yeah, I think it's a combination of being chill so that you're not aware of it, so you just have to be part of the hang, but also just being really aware always of what could be a good photo.
Yeah.
Which I don't even know. Again, this was really early on, so I don't know. It's just one of those things I guess is intuitive.
Oh, that's when we made a
me,
big
but-
chicken salad.
Oh yeah, I remember the chicken salad.
Who could forget?
And we had that. I remember we bought that. Did we buy the Meredith feta? That really expensive feta, but it's so good.
You better believe we did.
It's like $14 feta, but you have to get it because it's the
You gotta get it.
best. You gotta get the feta. Yeah, and just like little moments like these, like just hanging out and just.
No, that's such a great.
being chill.
That is when I was playing, some new song that I was in. Oh, I think I was playing you guys a bunch of Cam Bluff beats.
Yes, I think you're right.
Yeah.
Jay just said
That's it off the phone.
Yes. Jay just said it's also being aware of what should and shouldn't be photographed. That is absolutely a thing. Or if you do photograph something that could be sensitive, like don't post it.
Yeah,
Like
just run
having
it by
the
'em.
run it by or have the awareness of what might be
Do you know
appropriate.
what I wish, dude? Do you know what I wish I had?
What?
Remember that festival took a photo of me and put it on their website, and it was the most fucked photo. I'm doing this face that is unfucking believable. I'm like breathing
No.
and it's
What?
like from below, and I've got
This
to
is
find it.
no, but this is actually really interesting because you're the artist that I learned so much from in terms of like really how sensitive artists are to like bad photos.
But everybody
Because
is. It's not just
I know,
artists.
I
No
know,
one.
but it's interesting that like a lot of photographers don't think about it from the artist perspective, and it really
Yeah.
was that tour because we had a lot of conversations about, just you'd seen photos of yourself, or you'd be like, why would they post something like that? And often a photographer would be thinking that's a great action shot, or it's
Mm-hmm.
composed really nicely, but they're not thinking of it from the artist's perspective, and it's just like it's just an unflattering photo, like it's just
Yeah,
not a
that
good
makes.
photo. Welcome, Mustard Man, to the stream. Nice to see
What's up,
you here.
Mustard
We
Man?
are.
Hey, do you know who Mustard Man is, Mish?
Who's Mustard Man?
Yeah, Mustard Man is my brother.
Oh, hello, Seth's brother. He's done all of your cool graphic design and stuff, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did all the
Animation.
animations and everything.
What
Yep.
a legend. What a dead set legend. So much talent in your family.
Oh, that's a great shot with the tour van packing.
I love that. That's part of the Tetris. Like that's like a key part of tour unpacking and packing. He's getting the Tetris right.
Find.
Are you
No, I
trying to
can't
find that
find
photo?
it. Yeah, I can't
You
find
can
it.
you can look at. I'm just scrolling through photos.
Okay.
Like what was the festival? I can't even remember.
Oh, it's like right on the tip of my tongue, but it's like so many festivals have the same fucking name. Like,
Yeah.
they're all called like sounds nice, tasty, some like there's some sort of a lot of festivals have
Sound on, Sound Factory. It's always sound
yeah,
something.
buttered, hot buttered, fresh buttered. It's like there's a lot of food I feel in festival names.
Oh,
Tasty
Salty Pond
treats.
has a great question. I was actually talking about this on stream the other day, so I'd love to get your perspective on this because I know how I feel about it. How much do you both care about keeping the color accuracy in post processing of photos, like with stage lights? Lighting design is a huge part of it. Do you get sad when you see a photo and it's great, but the colors are wrong compared to how it was in real life?
Nah, it's all about for me. Sorry, for me as someone when I get a photo, it's just all about the photo. If the photo's sick, who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I feel the same way.
Yeah.
The reason that I feel the same way is there's a technical aspect to that. So some colors, specifically prime colors, red, blue, green, when they're in its purest form, are horrific to photograph. They look really bad and they process really bad. So often we shift them slightly. So we'll push them either to like a blue to an aqua or to a purple or something slightly off the primary, just because they process and look way nicer. So there is a reason that photographers do that. Professor Mish has entered the chat. I need my professional hat. No, but there's definitely a reason. Blue and green are gross. So like some people hate reds, for example, and then some people really like them. So why is my music? Why does it keep turning off? I don't know why. My boyfriend is a lighting director and I'm a photographer. He gets sad. Yeah, so I mean, if you could give him any feedback. Oh, impoverished. Thank you so much for let me fix my. I actually had this conversation with the photographer, Owen, that's also a lighting director. We were talking about this on my last stream. And the feedback is actually from a photography point of view to keep away from, like if they want it to be photographed in a way that is really the same as kind of what they're producing, is to keep away from the primary colors as much as possible, if that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, Salty Pond, I basically just say the same thing as I just said, then except I'm using an example of showing a shot that a set that I just shot. I love these shots in Tassie.
That's a great one as well, Misho.
Yeah.
The old where's that? Tasmania.
Tassie, yeah. I love these shots. Again, it was just like, I love these moments. You were just, I think you were, what were you doing?
Writing.
I can't remember. Oh,
Writing.
you were writing. Writing some bangers,
Fucking
as you do.
as you do.
And so where are you at the moment? I know you're about to put something new out, which is exciting.
So there's a new. I've got a new. Sorry, I
Sneak
want to
peeking?
find this photo so bad because I'm so deep into my profile pictures on Facebook that I'm like, I
Yes.
fucking. Because what happened is I got sent this photo, or it was on their website, and they were like, "Hey, we put some photos up of you," and I was like, "Hey, that's the worst fucking photo I've ever seen. Why'd you do that?" And they wouldn't take it down, so I was like, "Oh no, that's gonna be hilarious when people see that." So I decided to just get ahead of the curve and make it
Front
my
foot it, yeah.
profile picture. Yeah. So I'm trying to
I
find.
love that though. I love that you did that. That's very you.
Yeah, you gotta beat them at their own game.
Was it the Republic? Was it the Republic? I never remember venue names.
Oh, I found it.
Oh, you found it. All right. So how can we
Yoo-hoo.
show this? Can we?
I can share my screen.
Oh yeah. Can you do that?
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Or send it to me. If you text it to me, I could also show it. I can't wait to see this photo because I can't. Oh my god.
Did it work?
Oh no.
Okay, I'll just text it to you. Oh my god.
Okay.
Why the fuck? What kind of maniac puts this up? I'll show you. Wait till you see this.
I
Fucking...
think it'll come through on my text. Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I'll text it to you, and it should
Alright.
come up on your Mac. It's very small.
Oh my god! Oh my god, that is so bad. I can't.
Dude, that's their front, right? There were so many acts that played that day as well. That's their front photo. That's on the website advertising their festival. It was this fucking photo. What are you doing?
I can't breathe. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude, make it big.
I can't make it any bigger because it's like quite small. I think I got. Let me try. Oh, wait. This is gonna
What
be
the
pixelated,
fuck?
but there we go.
Make it even bigger.
Oh,
There
it's
it is,
so.
on the face.
Oh my god. Why?
Look at my nostrils.
Why did they do that to you? That is literally the worst photo I've ever seen of you.
Dude, I look like I'm in so much pain, or I'm about to go. And there's a place I go for breakfast but I need a lot of breath first.
It's so you literally are this emote. That actually would be a great emote. You should totally cut out that face and make it a emote for your channel.
Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. All right, I'll do that.
That's a new, yeah, you need to make that emote.
Well done.
Looks
well done,
like
everyone.
a sneeze coming on.
I look so desperate, like there's a lot of fear.
Oh my god. Hey, Reddy. Nice to see you here. I'm not sure I'd recognize you. It looks nothing like you, which is so confusing to me. Like, how do you...
So many chins.
Oh my god, I can't get over... Okay, so if you're a photographer, don't do this. Like, don't... This is the photo that you don't publish. This is not in the set that you provide.
And don't make it the front-facing part of your festival advertising.
Oh. Salty Pond, I just read your comment about post-processing. Do you use Lightroom at all? If you don't use Lightroom, jump into my stream one time and I'll show you how to use it in about 5 minutes. It's really easy.
We use this in
It'll
Mish's
change your life.
Absolutely.
Lightroom is my go-to. Okay, well, if you here's another workaround. If you subscribe to my channel, you get 7 of my live presets that I used on my last world tour with Rule. You could just cheat and use those. Click them, and they look great.
Encouraging cheating.
I'm encouraging subs, and I'm encouraging cheating. So she just subbed with the Prime. Let's fucking go. That's what I like to see. Good job, Salty Pond. If you join my Discord, I'll just give you the Discord link. You'll see a sub-only Discord channel, and the download link is in the channel for you. New subby! What was I asking you before the photo, Seth? What were we even talking about? I was talking about new releases.
It was my self-promotional. It's time to plug.
It's time to plug. We're coming to the end of the stream. I mean, I could talk to you for hours.
What a great way to finish on that. That's a great photo to finish. Finish strong.
No. We're gonna go back to some nice behind the scenes. Yeah.
I wonder if there's a photo that
I took that's bad. No, it didn't happen.
No. That you took that. I'm wondering if No, sometimes you do show me photos after a show where it's just like.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you're doing something funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or that's what you do between like you and the artist, like as a joke. You'd be like, oh my god, check out this photo that I got. I would never show anybody, but it's funny.
My brother has already.
Mustard Man for the win! Oh my god, that's the best emote. I'm subscribing to you just so I can use that emote.
Maybe I'll make that my tier 3 emote, so you've really got to
tier 3! My tier 2 one is my twerk emote, so people have to work for it.
Oh, nice. Fucking hell.
So funny.
What were we saying again? I forgot.
We're talking about you and your new release because people are, really desperate for new content from you. Ash has got my twerk emote.
So we've got, in a couple of weeks, I hope it's a couple of weeks, it's been sent to the record label, so I'm waiting on the man. Super Cool Treehouse album is coming out, which is essentially a mixtape that I did during the pandemic. For some reason, every creative got super inspired the first couple of months of that lockdown, and then we just started eating Uber Eats and getting fat. But at the start, everyone was just going crazy, so I kind of harnessed that and did this thing called Super Cool Treehouse, which was a new song every week that I released on YouTube. And then we turned it into a whole goddamn album. So I've been writing an album for 5 years, and then I did this and wrote an album in 10 weeks. So I think the trick is, firstly, have a world epidemic. That's the first step to releasing an album.
Take the pressure off.
And also don't give as much of a fuck. I think that's
don't give as much of a fuck.
A big thing. Me and my brother talk about that a lot with creativity, where he's like, he or I will be like, oh, this project's not ready. This is not perfect yet. And I always say something's better than nothing. If you've got something, then you can work with something. You can edit something. You can learn from something.
I've had this conversation.
You can sell yourself on something, but if you've got nothing, it's just an idea and it doesn't exist. You can't do anything with it.
So I've had the same conversation with a bunch of artists. Another really dear friend of mine, Alias the Addict, who's an amazing rapper as well. Just about like sitting on stuff for too long that you don't think's perfect. And like there's been stuff lately that he's showing us on stream he's like, this is 10 years old, and we're like, why did you never put this out? Like, this is fire. Because he was just overthinking it, just...
The world is your Dropbox, man. Just fucking...
Yeah, just drop it on us.
Just drop it and then move the fuck on. Don't get caught up on reading the comments. Don't get caught up on perception. Just put it out there and don't even think about it again. Just start the next one and the next one and the next one. And before you know it, you got a lot of ones. You've got a lot of things out there.
Yes, and there's no such thing as perfect as well. Because like even if you got it to a place that you were happy with, like 2 weeks later you're going to be like...
What did you say? There's no what?
There's no such thing as perfect.
Oh, really?
As artists. Sorry, I am mistaken. Jay said, right. I always go with done is better than perfect. Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'm very aware of the irony, considering that.
It's a little bit ironic, but I wasn't going to point it out.
I'm 5 years deep in.
Yeah.
I'm good at giving people advice that I should be taking.
Yes, exactly. Does anybody have any last questions for Setho before we let him go? He's been very generous with his time.
That's all good.
chatting to us and looking at these photos. I'm really
I love
loving
it.
looking at these
Cam.
behind the scenes. Yeah, Cam. Any news on Same Old Future is a question.
There's some songs done. There's some songs I don't like anymore. It's coming. The artwork's almost finished. That's good.
Wait, we did a bunch of photos as well, by the way.
Oh yeah,
Remember?
have you showed any of those?
I haven't showed any of those because I didn't know if you'd want them. Is that like a?
Wait, I'm about to use one of them actually, Misho, for these shows that I've got coming up.
Oh yeah, someone asked me before if I'm shooting your show, and I haven't asked you.
Oh, do you want to know?
That yet? Yeah, I kind of do. That'll be fun. What venue is it at?
We're playing at the Evelyn in May. It's 4 shows.
Evelyn,
Yeah,
I have
dude.
not
Which is
shot there. That's dope.
Well, that's the first stage I ever rapped on, so it's very nostalgic, and so it's gonna be.
Yeah, that's the first stage that I ever shot Mantra on. I think.
That's where I met Mantra, and guess who's
I
supporting?
think that's where I met
Mantra.
Oh, my heart is going to burst.
Yep.
I have to be there. What date is it? I'm writing it down now.
May the 7th is the first one,
May the 7th.
and then it's every
Okay.
Friday after that for a month, so 4 shows.
I'll just come to all of them and I'll
Yeah.
just hang.
Yeah.
I'll just. This is what I do. I just insert myself into people's lives and just hang out.
Dude,
no,
it's gonna be
I definitely come and shoot. It'll be fun.
It's gonna be heaps of fun, and it's very small, so it's like 225 capacity. So the whole thing is really about shaking the rust off, because I'm not alone in that. Every musician I know, this is the longest we've gone without playing shows since we all started our music careers, and it's like we're very rusty now and very insular and very anxious, and we just need to get back on stage and be like, how does this work again? And I think it's going to be really cool doing 4 in a row, so you can just like throw yourself back into it, you know.
Absolutely.
And it's a Melbourne crowd, and they're the best.
Super keen to shoot one of your shows and hopefully shoot you on some Oh yeah, so Little Brit in the chat, there's someone that I'm mentoring at the moment.
Oh, great.
She's an amazing young music photographer. She's doing a series at the moment. I think she's got over 140 artists where she shoots them on stairs, because she's actually in a wheelchair, and she came up with this great concept to shoot people on stairs, which is like a barrier for her. Blah blah blah. Great thing. You should just do that.
Are you calling it staring through the lens?
She actually needs a title, so that could be.
You could call it staring through the lens if you want.
Yeah, I love that. Spelled STAR.
Yeah. You get it.
R.
Or something like that. There's some stairs.
Something Yeah. You're the perfect person to think of those like puns.
Oh yeah, if you need. Oh, it'll cost you. It'll cost you, but I'll give you a title for your film, for your screenplay.
Cold Hot Wing said shout out from the east coast of America as well. So shout out to somewhere on the east coast.
What's up, Cold Hot Wing? How you doing? It's a good name.
Who do we talk to classify artists as professional athletes so that shows can be a thing because they're sports? Dude, if any of my last streams in the last month, I probably went on a rant about that. Don't even get me started. My community will know that I can get ranty about that, us not being sports, so.
Roll the dead carpet. Lovely.
Yes. Staring through the lens, damn you're good. See? I love it.
We did it.
We did it. She just said we had a meeting the other day on Zoom, and she was just saying that she doesn't have a title for it yet. And I said, I'm the worst person in the world to think of titles. So, but Seth...
Or
best.
There's something, you can even abbreviate it more, where it's like sits and stares, or watches and stares, or something real concise. I'll meditate on that.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna come to you. What do you miss about live shows the most?
The cash. Cold hard cash.
Fuck, you're funny. Yes.
I just miss rapping. I just miss fucking being. I don't know. There's a buzz. There's a buzz to playing shows, and there's an excitement and a jitters and a nervous energy that you don't get really with anything else.
No, I think also too, you are probably one of the most comfortable people that I've ever seen on stage. Like, you're meant to be on stage. It's really obvious when you see you perform. It's like a natural habitat for you, I think.
Yeah, I love it. I don't know if it's a natural thing. I mean, when I was a kid in primary school, the teacher would say, Seth, if you're quiet today, you can have 5 minutes at the end of the day to do whatever you want. And so I would get to do like a performance, which I don't know, can't,
Oh my
like
god, that
maybe
is so
tell a
cute.
joke or something.
Oh my
But
god.
I think I'm just so obsessive. So like when I started playing gigs, I would get someone to film it and I would watch it back and be like, what am I doing that annoys me? And there was hundreds of notes and I would just be like, I need to fucking work on that. And I think you just do something
Yes.
enough and
Yes.
I don't know, I feel like it always annoyed me when I go to a show, say I go to a show and then I see that an artist twice and they do the exact same show and it's like, fuck, you're really on autopilot at this point. Whereas
Yeah.
if something happens in the room or someone yells out something strange, why not go with it? You know?
I just took it as a self-portrait that I took in Sydney that was my profile picture for ages and it's actually pretty cute. It's a bit cute.
Old sis dog.
Next one.
Oh, that one. Oh, yeah. Mish with the short hair.
Yeah, I remember I had the whole thing. It was like shaved all underneath.
Yeah, I remember. It was very Italian.
It was very, I think it's more Italian now, don't you think?
You reckon?
Very Sicilian.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I posted a photo of myself yesterday because I went back to Shep for Easter, and it was a photo of me when I was like 6 with this exact same haircut as now. Like the big fringe, really long hair. Oh, that's Sydney. The Sydney backstage, that Metro backstage space is one of my favorites. Such a cool spot to shoot with those lights.
Anything that's got those light bulbs.
Yeah, they look so
it's
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, love it. Anyway, I'm going to let you go because it's 10 to 3 and I actually have a phone call I need to take at 3, so I'm gonna wrap up. Wrap up. What is your favourite lens for shows? I can ask Jenna. Sorry. My favourite lens for shows, I don't know why she's barking so much, is the 24 to 70. Hang on a sec. Jenna, what are you doing?
What's up with my face?
Oh my god, it's Jarvis is home. Jarvis is home, that's why. What is up with your face? I don't know. Were you just giving me a little... I'll just... Next one.
Zoom in on me.
Coming off stage.
Enhance, zoom, and enhance.
Zoom and enhance? I don't know if I can in... Oh, I can a little bit. There we go.
Tell,
You're sticking your tongue out at me is what's happening.
Oh, okay. Oh, look at cool sizzle. Hey, does Jav ever come on stream?
Sometimes he does, yeah. Sometimes he'll bring me a little cup of tea, which is nice, and he'll say hello to everybody.
What's up, Jav?
Jav, come here for a sec. I'll see. He's downstairs still, so we'll see if he pops in. This is why it was called the Siggy Tour.
Look at how sweaty that's how sweaty I get after a show.
You can redeem. You can redeem a Jarvis visit.
It's a points thing.
You can redeem a visit if he's here. Oh, there we go. Ash just redeemed it. Hang on a sec.
Amazing.
Jav. Ash just redeemed a visit. Can you come say hi? And Seth's on stream. Just a quick hello. In a couple of minutes. Alright, he said a couple of minutes, so he might pop up in a couple of minutes. Also, I'm a potato and can't find the Lightroom presets in Discord. It should be in the subscriber only channel, and it should be a pinned post. but just DM me if you can't find it later on, or just message me in Discord. Oh, look at the one of
Okay.
Citizen K and Genesis. No, the next one.
I'm one behind, I think.
Oh yeah, I think you're one behind. It's cute. With Genesis, if you guys haven't heard Genesis' latest release as well, oh my god, he's so talented. Oh, so fire. Hey, hello.
I have gifts.
You have gifts.
Why doesn't anything ever arrive for me?
Okay, there we go. There he is.
Get him, mate.
Oh, look at.
Oh, he can't. Hang on.
Oh.
Talking to you.
Yo.
How you doing, buddy?
I'll let you guys talk.
G'day, mate.
Hey, wait, why don't you just sit here for a minute?
What's happening?
How's it? What is happening?
Where have you been? Where have you just come from?
Oh, good question. I was just finalising the end of my documentary series, Seth.
What's that about?
Oh, it's about video games, but it's been a really bumpy ride, Seth, and I'm really happy to be near completion.
Now
How are you going in the stream space?
we're 1 week in.
Yeah, big milestone, 1 week. Congrats.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. We hit 1,000 followers this week, so
That's not bad in 1 week.
not
Are you
bad.
happy about that?
But it's been awesome, dude. So I've just been playing like a lot of my favorite.
My stickers arrived. Jet up.
Oh man, oh that's wicked. Oh, I gotta get some stickers. I gotta do everything you do. We played like a bunch of Halo and like video games I loved like when I was a kid. We listened to some rap music. We watched some trailers. We've had some jokes. Some people have been in chat telling each other how to
1,000 followers, by the way.
how to best marinate ribs.
Took me a year to get to that.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
my
That's
kind
awesome.
of stream. Yeah.
it's fucking great. I think we got like 400 subs now or something. It's fucking. We're in a good place. You know what?
Yeah.
The main thing is it's fun.
It's wholesome.
It is actually really wholesome.
Very
I'm trying
much
to-
so.
I'm trying to swear less though.
Let me scroll through the
Hey, have you fixed the old balcony window yet? What's the deal? Where are we at?
He likes the ribs.
Uh,
He likes the
Have I fixed the balcony window?
You were gonna up the window so that there was less wind on the
Oh, the rooftop.
On the roof.
The
Sorry, the
rooftop. Yeah, we haven't gone there yet, but good question because it's something that we'll probably get in line for next summer, Seth, because I think we're about to move into winter, so we won't do it just yet.
What are you
True,
guys
that's
talking
true.
about? Why are you talking
rooftop
so-
wind. Rooftop's a bit windy.
It's a bit windy up there.
It's
Yeah.
I like the this.
Oh, Jarv.
I like the spectacles. I like this look, Seth.
Oh, they're just for blue light filter because I get crazy migraines if I stare at the computer for even 1 hour. I've discovered. So this is my new
Are they kind of really?
yeah.
Can we
Hey.
call them blue blockers?
Okay. I got some blue blockers and some new knockers. Hey,
Hey.
hey, so
Can you-
Yeah.
I want to show Jarvis. This is the worst photo ever taken of Seth. And he's made it into an emote now.
don't.
What is that?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't even know who that is.
It doesn't even look like him though, but he's gonna make that into an emote.
It looks a little.
It's not him.
A festival made it the poster, like the.
Bro,
the
it was the fucking website. The front of the website was that. Are you
See,
serious?
they made it the poster.
Someone's having a laugh.
Hey, hey, Jarv, you're in the film industry, but right?
Oh my goodness.
Oh
Jar?
my
I
god.
can't move past this.
That is.
Yeah, brother.
You're in the film
What do you got?
industry. So the other
partially.
night, so the second or
You guys
third
taking over
third
my stream?
stream, we wrote a screenplay for a film on air, and it's called. I say on air instead of on stream because it sounds like I'm a radio guy. Hey, you know.
Yeah,
So we
lingo.
wrote a screenplay, right, and it's called Flat Tony, not Fat Tony, Flat Tony.
Benny's here.
Here's the pitch, right? So a family buy a rug
Benny's here.
off
Benny's
Gumtree. Yeah? You follow me so far? They buy a
I'm
rug
with
off
you.
Gumtree,
I'm
one of
with
those bear rugs, you know, those flat bear rugs.
Known
And
well.
what they don't know is that in the 1950s, a mobster was murdered and disposed of in that rug. And now the rug is haunted by the ghost of a 1950s old-timey mobster called Flat Tony. Now, he's going to be voiced by Joe Pesci, and we're looking for directors.
How long have you been cooking this kind of script line up?
4 days. And the tagline, we've got the tagline though. You ready? Roll out the dead carpet.
Hey.
Huh?
There you
Come
are.
on, man. Come on, man. I'll send you a contract. Let's do it. Let's get it
Roll
made.
out the dead carpet. 4 days, you've come up with a lot of quirky puns and just your wordplay is on point.
That's all the films are.
Correct?
I think that's all they are.
4 days.
Salty Pond knows a guy.
4 days.
Hey, Java, I'm down to 95. 94.4, actually. From 110.
Really? I
Yeah.
thought on stream the other day when Mishy peeled it up, when you're in your singlet, you look quite thick.
Bro,
You look like
we're
you looked like you were still about a buck, but you're saying you're 92.
94.
94.
Yeah. Almost horse weight.
Are you are you feeling good?
I feel so good. We'll have to have a rematch soon. I'm ready.
This is a fitness stream now, guys.
I
This is-
deadlifted this morning, Seth, and I thought about you as I did it. As I deadlifted.
Oh, what'd you put up? What'd you do?
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm literally deadlifting my own weight. I'm just trying to work out.
40 kilos. It's not bad.
35.
35. Ah,
Thumbs up,
shit.
thumbs up.
Hey, thanks.
I gotta finish the stream.
That's a good photo, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I just forgot that we were streaming. I just
Oh,
want
I
to hang
love
out.
it. Always good to talk to you. Let's
You
pick
too, brother.
up this again. Roll out the
Yep.
dead carpet.
Roll out the dead carpet.
Ow!
This is okay. So everybody just got a taste
Did
of
we-
your bromance because like this is what happened, Seth. How many years were we friends before you met Jarvis? And
5?
then
Something?
like so many years, like we used to catch up all the time, and then Jarvis is like, I don't know, he's always busy or whatever. And then as soon as you guys met, it was just like, oh, I'm not friends with Seth anymore because Jarvis has replaced me. And it's like, he stole you from my life.
He's the best.
He's annoying. He does it
Second
all the
best.
time.
Second best.
There's room for everyone.
There's room for everyone, he said.
Right.
We could share. I want a bromance like that, Benny said. Benny, welcome to the stream. I know you really wanted to catch this as well, so
Benny
I
Chapman.
do. Legend face, Benny, such a legend. I do have to finish the stream now. I have to take a phone call in a sec.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm tempted to
Yeah,
just
what are
like
you gonna do?
I don't know.
You should
I
start
was working on
streaming
these.
again.
Maybe it's a bit early. Maybe I'll make
I
some
could
dinner and then I'll
raid
jump
you
on.
back.
Maybe I'll jump on a stream. I don't know. That's how I scheduled it for 3 days a week, and I'm doing so many already.
Already, yeah, I know you are.
We hit some 6-hour streams on the weekend.
Dude, it took me my year anniversary stream was the longest stream that I ever did, and that was 5 hours.
That's a long time.
No, was it 5 or 6? I actually think it was almost 6. But before that, I was like, I would struggle to get to 3. 3 is a lot for me, like, because I'm old.
It's weird though. It's like I feel like before you hit 2 hours, it can feel like a long time,
A
and
long
then
time.
anything
Yeah.
over that, it just you're kind of set now, and you could go forever.
I found another thirst trap. I thought this was a good one to finish on. This would be
Oh,
good.
go on.
Yeah. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. I got the goods. Gaming stream, never.
Mish doesn't play games.
I'm fucking so anti-games.
Mm.
My community made me play Among Us reluctantly. Ash is happy.
What's
Ash is happy
going
with
on
the
there? I
thirst
didn't
trap.
even know about that one.
that?
I've never seen that. No.
You've definitely seen it. I don't like hide photos. It's not like I have a
Poor old
private
Sizzle
collection.
Just having to be around my sweaty body that much. He's always fully clothed.
Poor Sis
Plays
dog.
Among Us? Have you played Among Us, Mish?
Yeah, I played it twice.
How was
the
it?
first time I hated it so much I nearly cried. Like I really hated it. I hated every minute of it. And then the second time, when they actually took the time to explain to me what you needed to do, I actually it was tolerable. It was tolerable. It was okay. I didn't hate it. It was okay.
I love how when you get in my streams, you're just like, hey,
Gaming.
blah, blah, blah. And then I switch over to Halo and you're like, okay. I'll see you
any
later.
one of my Twitch fam, most of my friends that they'll do music streaming or whatever, and then they'll at some point change to gaming. I'll be like, okay, bye, love you, gotta go.
Yeah.
I'm not watching gaming. Sorry, I can't do it.
Even this,
This
I
is
just realized,
from
even
the
my
hidden private collection. Yeah, I've just got a private collection of Seth.
secret folder.
Secret
Hey, this was
folder.
really he was tensing. Sure. Why not? I probably was. Hey,
Probably.
thanks, Mish.
Thank you.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for raiding and bringing all your community over. Setho's community, if any of you guys are still here and you want to follow me, you are welcome to come and hang out anytime. We mostly do photography related content and we occasionally get a little bit lit. That's what we used to like to say around here. I've
So
twerked
good.
on stream before. I accidentally twerked on stream. So, oh my god, thank you. Oh, you've converted from a prime to an actual tier 1. That's what I'm talking about. Salty Pond.
What's the difference?
Well, they actually pay for it rather than use it through Amazon
right.
Prime. So,
Oh, that's awesome.
oh my god, we have quotes in this stream as well, and my mods will absolutely stitch me up occasionally, just randomly, just pull out a quote, and it's just not fair out of context. Out of context quotes. Anyway, thank you so much. You're the best. I was gonna raid someone, but I think will I raid someone?
Sure.
Who will I raid?
Let me have a look.
There's a really amazing
Is Cherry
comedy
on? Nah, shouldn't be.
comedy photographer named Just Off the Six. He does all of the comedians in LA. He's really cool. We could raid him.
I wonder. Yeah, I need to learn some other Twitch people to raid. So it's because at the moment it's just Cherry and Drakezilla.
Oh yeah, and me.
And you have a yeah.
You raided me today. That was
Give
lovely.
me 10 bitches and I'll fuck all 10. That's a good
That's
quote.
my favorite. That's my favorite rap line of all time from Corrupt.
Oh, I thought it was an Ernest Hemingway quote.
Oh my god. Anyway, if you guys want to stick around, I'm going to raid Just Off the Six. Just drop some MGH emotes. Thank you so much for such a great chat, Seth. That was super fun. I eventually got my shit together and ended
you
up being a
smashed
good
it.
chat. I
Thank you, that
apologize
was-
for being so unorganized at the start. I'm never usually like that, but everything went wrong this morning. So
We'll do it again, Micho. I'll let you finish up.
all right, we'll talk to you really soon.
Right. Peace,
See
Mish.
you later.
Peace, chat.
Bye. We're going to raid 6. Guys, if you want to hang around, I super appreciate it. Thanks you for all the new followers and all the new subscribers. We're a really beautiful community. Please join our Discord. There's some really amazing, cool people. Thanks for hanging out. We're going to go raid 6. Tell him I said what's up. He's an amazing comedy photographer out of LA. So, and I will be back on Thursday night. Catch you later, guys. If I'm able to press the raid now button, I think so. There we go. See you guys.